What's up, family? Man, I bless each and every one of you. May God continue to guide you, keep you, comfort you, aid you in your growth and development, as well as the healing stages of your life. Family, man, we have to grow up emotionally. Man, I'm excited. It's exciting times. You know what I mean? Man, it's a trip. It's hard to believe that 2 years ago today, man, I thought my life was going great. 2 years ago today, man, I was happily married, man, just doing my thing, you know what I mean? Just living life and just doing what we do, you know what I mean? And man, it's a trip because I had no idea that the next day, March 18th, would change my life. You know what I mean? I had no idea that the next day my life would be totally messed up. You know what I mean? What I mean by that, man, I had no idea that my life would be flipped upside down the next day. March 17th, happily married. Got a place to stay, beautiful wife, just living life. Got a good job. She's working. We just doing our thing. I had no idea that the very next day, I would lose my wife, lose my possessions, be incarcerated, fighting for my freedom, fighting for my reputation, fighting for my career. Total chaos. One day, everything is great. The next day, everything was hellish. I'm going somewhere. Stay with me. I had no idea that one day your life could be up on top of the hill. And the very next day, you're down in the valley, fighting for your life, fighting for everything you've established. And it's a trip because I thought I was done. I had no idea what was going to happen. Mad, angry, confused, not knowing what the hell was going on. I'm trying to talk. What the fuck is going on? But God. But God. See, here's the trick. So many of you, you're facing challenging situations right now. Circumstances just chaotic as hell. Finances in shambles. You know what I mean? Just your lifestyle, your health, your career, your relationship, everything is going crazy. But I'm here to tell you that, man, 24 hours can change your life. 24 hours, everything can be different. 24 hours. Everything can be going great for you, and 24 hours later, everything is upside down, topsy turvy. In less than 2 years. In less than 2 years from being homeless. Less than 2 years. I got a beautiful place to stay. I went on a beautiful vacation to Egypt, got on a cruise going up the Nile for several days. I got a promotion. I went on another vacation to Bali, Singapore, and Thailand. And by the grace of God, I was interviewed this past Friday. Today, Monday, what, 3 days ago? For another promotion. But God, but God, look at the hell that I went through 2 years ago. Homeless, sleeping on a train in New York City, not knowing nobody. but God. Your life can drastically change, but you've got to be connected to God. And you can't just be connected to God, because there's a whole lot of people saying they're connected to God, but they ain't willing to do the motherfucking emotional work to make shit better. They're stuck with God. They're connected with God, so they say. But they're stuck in their bitterness, stuck in their anger, stuck in their resentment, stuck in their animosity, stuck in their hatred, stuck in their fears and their insecurities, but they're connected to God, so they say. And I'm not knocking, do what you do. But I'm here as a witness, as living proof that if you're connected to God and if you're willing to do the emotional work and work through your angers and your fears and your insecurities and your bitterness and your resentment and all the other issues you got going on, if you're willing to do the work while being connected to God, look how drastic your life can change. Look how much better your life can be. But you've got to be willing to do the motherfucking work. And the truth is, the great majority of us, we want to be connected to God and make God do everything for us. We want to be connected to God and sit on our ass and not do a motherfucking thing as far as resolving our issues and facing our fears and our insecurities and all the shit that we got to face emotionally. You got to learn how to work through and navigate through your emotions and your feelings and understand why it is you're going through shit. And so many times we're not going to understand that until after we grow the fuck up and grow through the shit. But the truth be told, the great majority of us won't face our emotional shit. We'll stay distracted by jumping in other relationships. We'll stay distracted by chasing money. We'll stay distracted by sex. We'll stay distracted by, I got God and you're going to hell and all this other stupid ass shit. You got God, but you won't grow the fuck up. You got God, but you won't deal with your anger. You got God, but you won't deal with your fear. You got God, but you won't deal with your insecurities. You got God, but you won't deal with your low self-esteem. You got God, but you won't deal with your self-hate. We're going there today. This is going to be rough. This is going to be rough. And it is what it is. We've got to grow the fuck up emotionally and stop being fucking victims. We've got to grow the fuck up and stop being fucking sissies. We sit back and whine and cry about all the hell we've gone through and look at this person and they did this and did that. Who gives a fuck what they did? Who gives a fuck? Yes, I was angry at my wife for what happened. Yes, I was angry and wanted some fucking get back. Yes, I was confused and brokenhearted and frustrated at the hell that I found myself in. But God, because I was willing to sit there and face my shit. Because I was willing to sit there and humble myself and get outside of my fucking emotions. Because I was willing to sit there and face my shit and get outside of my feelings at the moment and say, okay, I don't understand why I'm going through this, but it is what it is. I can't change this shit. I can't control this shit. I have to sit back and let this shit play out however it's gonna fucking play out. But I've got to trust the fact that God didn't bring me this far to leave me. I got to trust the fact that, man, all things work together for my good. Everything is always working out for us. I got to trust that. And that's what I did. That's what I did. And so when I get on and I'm making these videos as a spiritual drill instructor, I'm not just talking off the side of my ass. I'm not just talking off the side of my fucking neck. I'm telling you about some shit because I've been through some shit. We got to grow the fuck up. I know it's hard. I know it's frustrating. I know it's challenging. But I promise you, if God can do it for me, then he can most certainly will do it for you. But you got to put in the fucking work. And the reason why it hasn't happened for you, because the truth be told, you have not put in the motherfucking emotional work. Case closed. Simple as that. It's not because God don't like you. It's not because God likes me more than he likes you. It's not because God loves me more than he loves you. It's because you won't grow the fuck up and face your fucking shit. You won't grow the fuck up and deal with your trauma and your insecurities and your fears and all the other shit you got going on. You won't deal with the motherfucking truth. You deal with your fucking emotions and your feelings. And you allow your feelings and your emotions to dictate your life. That's the hard fucking truth. And the great majority of us don't want to see it. The great majority of us don't want to face it. We want to sit back and be a fucking victim. We want to sit back and act like we're fucking helpless and hopeless. To each their own. Do what you do. Do what you do. Live the life you want to live. Live the life you want to live. But at the end, it's ultimately up to you. You're going to live the life you want to live. You are. And it don't matter what you've gone through. In this 2-year time frame, God has blessed me, put me in positions to turn around and to be able to bless other people emotionally and spiritually and financially. God has put me in a position to be able to sow into other people's lives financially, to be a blessing to others. And they had no clue that prior to that, a few months prior to that, I was homeless. Prior to that, I had just lost every fucking thing I had. I had to get a new place. I had to get brand new furniture. I had to get new clothes. It is what it is. It is what it is. You can live the life you want to live. I don't give a damn what you're going through. You can still fulfill your dreams. I don't give a damn how challenging life is. You can still fulfill your dreams. And if you're willing to put in the motherfucking work, you can bring it to fruition. You can make it happen. You can manifest it. You can manifest it. You could be a walking testimony for others about look at where you came from. Look at how your life has drastically changed. Man, you don't even look like you've ever gone through that shit. You don't even look like you've ever struggled the way you struggled. When you put in emotional work, when you put in the spiritual work. Man, I hope I said something to encourage you, to inspire you, or to even challenge your way of thinking. We have to grow up emotionally. I love you guys. Thank you for rocking out with me. Happy healing. Peace.